So that should be done. We'll let that cool a bit. Then on to another block. I'm going to take my postage mark, and this time I'm going to use the black Perfect Medium because I want a really deep, dark, black impression. Sync this up. Make sure I've got it the right way up. Again, I'm using a bit more pressure than I normally would because of where I am in the house. And normally I would clean that before I take it off, but let me just do my other stamp. So again, pick that up. Just take our little postage stamp. And I didn't check to make sure that was the right way up, and luckily it is. And then what I'm going to do is take some detail black embossing powder and just emboss these images. So that was the last time I was using it. I've managed to get some paper in there. Now I'm not going to close it because I do actually want another postage stamp. Just get my ink back out. Just get my card out of the way so I don't knock it. Back up again. And I love the black Perfect Medium because you really get a nice, deep, dark impression, which is really lovely. Just going to put another one. The stamps up there. And this may not come out 100% perfect, but I'm just going to put a little bit of it there. It might catch a little bit of the powder, but I'm not too worried what it does. And actually, it's held the powder quite well. That's good. Powder put away. See how we're doing for time. Not too bad. I'm just going to brush off the little excess bits, because obviously the paper's hot from having just embossed the little girl, and that will actually grab extra powder that you don't want as well. That's that done. So now we're doing normal embossing. So the best thing to do to get a good emboss, to keep your gun about 2 inches away, so that's about 5 centimetres. And keep it in one place until the image starts to change, and then move to the next part of the stamped image. So excuse the noise. And now that's that done. That's how quick it is to do, which is fantastic. So now that gives us the background to our image. So that's our tag done. So I'm just going to put that there for a sec and work on our other elements. Just move my bits out of the way. And I've already done 2 of my flowers, and I've shaped parts of the 3rd flower. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking a ready bought flower and I'm literally just shaping the petals, foam folder, or this is a paintbrush. A little bit of rub to encourage the paper to stretch. And it is actually always better when you're trying to shape paper with a wooden product, because as they're the same material, although obviously there's some different trees, they react better together and you will get a better shape. So I would normally get a better go if I'd use my proper wooden tools. This has got a lacquer on it, so it's not as great, but I forgot to bring them down. I don't really want to disturb my husband, who's asleep, by going up and rummaging in the bedroom for it. So that's that shaped, and then I'm just going to end the petals up. So that last bit of shape, and then what I'm going to do is I'm taking a brad and a little safety pin, which you probably can't see, I'm going to open the brad up slightly, put the safety pin through and right up to the top of the brad, close the brad back up, and then build our flower layers. Now I'm offsetting the petals in the flower in between each other just slightly. Turn it around, and then that gives us our flower, and of course you could glimmer mist if you wanted to as well. Right, now we're going to decide where we want it on our project. So I want this one here, so just to let me know where I want it, I've got it where I want, and I'm just going to take it and make a little mark with the brad so I know where I'm going to put it. Now unfortunately again I didn't bring my pokey tool down with me, so again I wouldn't advise doing this, but I'm going to use my scalpel to make the hole. Put that through, just turn it over the back, and we all know how these open. I'm sorry but we've run out of time, so I'm back again. I'm going to fudge this about a bit so I can hopefully cut part of part 2 onto part 1 so we can get this into a 2-part video. I don't really want to go to 3 parts. So, there again with the brad. Actually that went straight through for me. How wonderful is that? Now if I'd said I'll just push it straight through, it would have given me hassle, wouldn't it? So you may see some really bad editing on this, but it would just be to try and get it to be 2 parts. That gives us our little flowers which we can shape up. Now of course you could have glimmer misted them before you put them on, but I didn't want to have to put the heat gun on again for you to listen to. And I've just got this little metal flower that I'm going to add, a little metal disc with flower on it. It's stuck to its backing sheet, which means its backing sheet taken all the adhesive off it. So if that happens, just take some really strong adhesive. I'm using diamond glaze. You could use any good strong adhesive. Just a little dollop there. I'm just going to add that. There's a decoration. There we go. And then I've got this set of stickers, and this one says forever. You could use any greeting depending on who you're giving it to. Peel this off. And I'm going to add that actually on the little girl because I'm not worried. And then again, obviously, if you want this to be more distressed, you could rub some of this powder off, but I'm actually going to leave it. I like the texture. So that's that on. And then just to finish it off, I am actually going to put the hole in this time. So I'm taking a hole punch. So I would normally be a little bit more accurate than this, but again, this is just for time. And then because I want to add a charm in a different way, I'm going to take my knife and make a little hole. And then I'm going to take jump ring. I'm adding another jump ring to it. And I'm going to thread through the little hole I've made. Oops. A bit more feeling. If we take the jump ring away, I can do this better. I have to do this off camera, sorry ladies. It's one of those things, it's not fiddly, but it's easier if it's right. In front of you. Which it now is. Close it with jump rings. We've got 2 little jump rings there. And I'm going to take anything that I can get in the UK that's similar to your garment pins. And these are just metal hooks that we have here in the UK. And I've just taken a little flower charm. I'm going to to here. And I shall hang that and there. And there we have our finished tag. So I hope you like it. I'll take some pictures and hopefully add at the end. And let me know what you think. If there's anything else you'd like to see, let me know. And I've torn my hole, which is why it's best to do it actually when you've got the chipboard on the back. And it'll make it a little bit stronger. Anyway, I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye!